Guys, a high school basketball coach in New York has been fired after that disturbing video showing him yanking a teen girl's ponytail. Do you remember this? This video, look at that, obtained by TMZ, showing Jim Zulo pulling the girl's ponytail after the Northville basketball girls team lost their state title game.
Not Northville, Michigan, by the way.
Thank you for mentioning that. The coach appeared to just berate the teen, and then a teammate confronted him. So the coach later said that the girl cursed at him after he tried to get her to shake hands with the opposing team. He since apologized. The district says that the coach is no longer with the school, and now he's facing harassment charges. I mean, that's a pretty aggressive move right there. Now, here's what's interesting to me. Dina, were you here when we talked about this? The boy, shockingly to me, the comments were kind of 50-50 on this. There were some people that are saying, I can't believe this coach would do that. He pulled the ponytail. And then there were a healthy amount of people who said, this is sports. Those girls are tough. That's, you know, guys, you pull the face mask. That's just kind of what coaches do. The girls probably didn't have a real problem with it. They're used to, you know, that's just how we like our sports, which kind of shocked me.
Well, I would say, first of all, that is wrong. That is after the game, right?
Yeah.
They've lost the game. They're lining up to do whatever they're going to do. I don't know the exact context, but during the heat of a game, yes, there are things, coaches can get a little physical.
Yep.
You got to get out there. You got to, you know, maybe grabbing.
Yep.
And with football players, football players, you get your helmet, your face mask grabbed all the time because they're trying to talk to you and make sure you hear them, right? Not that I was ever a football player, but
But you have
I get that in the heat of the
kids,
game.
and I do feel like you raised them to be tough.
Well,
Things that
tough,
I'm like, how do you? You're like, no, they're fine.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you do have to be tough to play sports, but that is
too
not
much.
that.
Can't happen, that one. Male coach on a female player cannot happen.
Okay.
If that was a female coach doing that to a female player,
It's still wrong.
still wrong, but
Maybe more
as a
acceptable.
former athlete myself, I could understand it a little bit more. I mean, back in the day, we were kicked, we were pushed, we were punched, we were slapped.
Oh my gosh.
We were grabbed. I mean, these were physical
after you
things.
lost the game and you're lining up to do a handshake.
No, I'm not saying that is wrong.
Yeah.
In the heat of the game,
that is
rules are
wrong.
a little different.
But where you lose me totally is male coach, female player.
Yeah,
that is
that's just a non-starter.
It's a line that's drawn,
Can't happen.
and you cannot do it.
Why is it so much more acceptable, male coach, maybe female coach, female player, in the game versus?
Well, I think that's unacceptable at any
Period.
level.
Yeah, we all agree with
pulling her
that.
hair, but you're gonna,
He's talking about
emotions
kicking
run
and
high.
punching, and that's a
Well,
lot.
That's sometimes in certain sports
It's
you're
the
wearing
late
more protective gear, and so I don't know. But that's probably not acceptable. I mean, being kicked. There's
Right
a
in the
fine
rear end.
line, though. Coaches.
Maybe that's what happened to my tailbone.
It was already sensitive. Already sensitive.
I do know that it's tough to be, and this guy, forget this guy pulling the hair. Bad guy.
Yeah.
Bad. He obviously, something went wrong in his coaching stage. But it is tough to be a coach. You're trying to be competitive. You're trying to win. You're trying to motivate young people. And at the same time, you're trying to not step over the line. And so it is a very delicate balancing act to be a good coach. And you have to be tough in order to get people to do stuff for you. But you can't be too tough.
You're not one of the parents jumping in if it's appropriate toughness.
On that, I would.
Yeah, that's not okay for anybody. But just the grabbing, kicking, punching stuff, you're like, hey, toughen up. You shouldn't have missed it. You should have
There's a different standard, though, today, too. I mean,
the 90s.
You can't teach the way you used to teach. You can't coach the way you used to coach. You can't parent the way you used to parent, generally speaking. You know what I mean? So there is an involvement that has to happen. I mean, even a football coach right now, I mean, cannot go up to a player and grab his face mask and start shaking him.
Yeah.
That cannot happen anymore, or if it does, I guarantee you that that coach is now on some administrative leave, or was recorded, or is being blasted, you know, by the city or whatever. That you cannot do it anymore. You know, a teacher cannot hit a student with a ruler anymore. I mean,
Well,
you
some of that
evolve.
stuff they shouldn't,
You know what I mean?
And some of that aggressive behavior, it's probably a good rule of thumb is probably keep your hands off other people.
That's a good rule.
Is that
Whether you're
making everybody
coach-
soft, though?
Well,
as he
there is
said,
another
soft
thing.
I
kids?
mean, I think you can still be a good coach without touching the
Without
players.
punching somebody in the face?
Without punching somebody.
Can you?
Without slapping
I never
somebody.
seen it. I
Learn
don't
real
know a
quick.
good player wasn't karate chopped in the neck a couple times.